Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. Ooh, wide ankle? Yes, thank you. What time is it? Oh, last day of May. And Quigley is over there. Hey, Quigs, hey, mate. Goody. Yeah. This is not really a road, it's more of a cycleway footpath, but I think this guy's got good enough excuse to come driving right on in here and deliver his passenger to the toilet block that's right there. Don't know about this car, that's definitely not legal parking, but hey, the lights are on too. However, this is like a rowing club type building. This guy's got boats on his roof.
Sorry.
Kia ora, what? Anyway, pretty cool spot. The local government is talking about removing this place as a dog exercise beach. Just part of it. I think, some of it, the beach will still be legit dog walk exercise area. But yeah, just this bit here, some of the locals are feeling a bit overrun. And to be honest, I can understand why, because I've been here all day today. And there's been thousands, I'd say. Thousands of dogs. People bring their dogs here. Thousands of people bring their dogs here, especially on a perfectly beautiful day like today. And I wasn't going to make a dog walk recording today just because of it being so outrageously full of people, but I got brave and here we are doing it. The beach. The beach, which is currently very, what do you call it? Rough. From all the rough and tumble waves we've had during the past month especially. We've had plenty of storms, carnage washing up here, beach crews having to come and clean up all the trash that floats in off of the rubbish-filled harbour. Anyway, if I talk too much more about the chaos that's been happening here occasionally, making the beach look all thrashed, if I keep talking about that, we're at risk of talking too much about the kind of thing that's on the 6 o'clock news, which, if you're a regular viewer, you know, and if you're new, well, I always make sure to reiterate the rules of this channel every single episode so that everybody knows. First rule of the YouTube channel, these dog walk recordings, is the slogan, never mind the 6 o'clock news. Never mind the 6 o'clock news, because I'm not allowed to talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news. Because, I forgive myself for talking too much, maybe not really knowing how to shut up, feeling like talking because I know that there are thousands or millions of people in the future who may hear what I have to say. So I blather and scout and I talk too much. And so sorry about that, but that's just how it is. And so I made it a rule that I don't come here to vent about the bad news. I come online to share this chill vibe, cruisy, mental health thing that we've got going on. This is so good for us. Good exercise, good to get out in nature. And because we're recording it, we're sharing that with you, so keeping it a nice, beautiful headspace for you guys to come back to regularly if you want. The number 2 rule, pun intended, of our YouTube recordings is that it's represented by a slogan. The slogan is, "Show us the poop." show us the poop is the slogan, because I try to pretend that it's as if you all, or some of you, are mad that you don't get to see the poop. And yeah, it's just something I realised right at the very beginning, was that when you're a dog owner, you're walking your dog, and he does the business, you have to deal with that. And I really didn't want to do that on camera, so I've developed tactics of making sure he poops before we record. That's always a good one. Get that out of the way and done most of the time. Hello! Hello, doggies! Hello. Hi. Oh, hello. Oh, that was a bit scary. Hey. It's trying to get me. Hey. Hey, Koi. Yeah, so Quigley wants to do his private business. He gets his privacy off camera for that. And so you all can complain all you like if you're mad about not being able to see the poop happening, the poopening, as I sometimes affectionately call it. It happens, it just doesn't happen on the YouTube channel, and so there you go. Some of you should probably be glad that I'm not doing weird stuff like zooming in on poop or anything else disturbing, really. Do not disturb dog walks. It's called that for a reason. Hey, we're not going out looking for dead animals and zooming in on their blood and guts and the maggots crawling out of them and things like that. Doesn't stop me from talking about it, eh? I should shut up about it too. Oh well, we're out at sunset, and I was thinking, we'll walk out in the sun on the beach, but right when we get out here, the hills have stolen the sun from us. I think this happened the other day too. Sunset walks. Do you know what? It's pretty sad. That's why we put the clocks back for winter. Because what time is it? There you go. You're getting the sun. But it's going to be gone any minute. As each minute goes by, the sun is already leaving us. Then we come to the summertime, and the sun's still up at 8 in the evening. So Quigs, howdy mai. Yeah, leave it. Some people, they're like, please don't let your dog come near me. And then they say, oh, hello. And then the dog thinks it's welcome. It's just, sometimes that kind of thing bugs me. I can see my house from here. Yeah, in case you're watching, you don't know. That's my house, that white thing with the chimney sticking out the top. Yeah. It's actually the only park in this whole car park that I like to use. It happens to be a bus-sized car park. But even the one next to it is a bus-sized car park, but I don't like putting the bus in that spot because it's a thoroughfare through here. I like having that gap. So that spot is the only one I like to use. Yep, thought about making a bus life YouTube channel because I quite like bus life YouTube channels myself. And then I realised, my bus life isn't really as interesting as some of these other people's bus life appears to be. Hey. So, and also, yeah, there's millions of bus life channels. I feel like there's way too many. And of course you'd get the Mr. Free flavour of that if I did do a YouTube channel about the bus life. But I also value my privacy, and so there's a whole lot of stuff that, you know, like some people get on, they'll show you everything. They'll show you their own poos and wees as they empty it out the dump station and things like that. I'm definitely not into... I've thought about it, but yeah, no. It's a dog walking channel, folks. The bus life is just in the background. It is the vehicle of our life, of our lifestyle, but yeah, it just gets seen. There's glimpses in the background. Every now and again I've made the special event of, you know, recording us driving it. I fantasize about making getting more cameras and stuff in the future, and maybe doing more of that. I fancy calling those episodes Quigley Co-Pilot, because he's my co-pilot. We drive the bus, and he rides, and he stands right on top of the motor box, right next to me. I think that's quite cool. Oh look, we're getting some sun. We walk away from the hills, the more sun we will get. So I think it's all about attitude, especially with me. Like, life is not without its challenges. And, you know, got heaps of goals and stuff that I want to achieve. And when I say it's all about attitude, well, I could be talking about, oh my God, this is so hard. We're struggling with this and that and the other thing. Oh my goodness. But instead, I try and keep it positive and healthy, even for just my own self. I prefer to express about it in a positive, optimistic way of, you know, looking forward to achieving these goals. Like a happy guy. Hey. Knowing that I'm talking about the challenges that make me mad, but telling you all about it in a positive light. And last week was really hectic. Oh, what a struggle. I mean, hectic and different. Because most of the time we're at leisure, well, you know, we're just living our life as usual. And then sometimes the boat gets rocked a little bit. And so we had this past week the toil and trouble of not being able to drive the bus. We had to park it up and take the front wheels off and pull some bits and pieces, put some pieces back together, and then, you know, make it all. We did some more repairs on the thing, right? And so that involves a whole lot of anxiety, I guess, just in its own right. Even if it was just a vehicle going to the workshop, but it's my home as well, so I got to live in the thing, and that's good. Got a great relationship with mechanics. I don't have to move out and go stay in an Airbnb. That just sends the expenses even higher through the roof. So you know what? Kudos to that. Thank you. Save us some money. I'm happy about it. There was one time that it was in the workshop for a couple of weeks, and we did move out of it. Just because it was insurance repairs, and the good thing about insurance repairs is they offer to pay for alternative accommodation on our policy. So, who am I to argue with that? Take advantage of that. Also means the workshop guys can take care of our bus and not have to worry about accommodating us, which is really good. I think in the future I would like to have, a big fat bank balance of contingency money for when things go pear-shaped. Oh, we can overcome this struggle. So that's what I'm working towards. Also working on a mission to get debt-free. Hey, that'll be good. So this is absolutely how I like to traverse the beach. I like to just keep going and avoid people. And our dogs occasionally kiss, and that's about it. Come on. Oh, here's another one. Oopsie. You got a frighty. You're back again. You're back. You came back. Oh. Sort of feeling regrets of bringing the long line on this beach just because of the amount of other dogs' poop that's on the beach. I've just got to keep my eyes peeled for that stuff and avoid them. Hazardous landmines. That dog's drooling a lot. He's got a red collar too. He's in the red collar club. He or she. I forget not to gender the dogs. No idea sometimes. I think it might be a female. What do you reckon? Hello. Hi. Hey. Haere atu. Haere atu, kuri. Oh. Yeah, so I just popped out some indigenous language right there. Haere atu means turn around. I sort of use it as a way of saying see you later as well. It feels right to me. But anyway, that's the language of the Māori people. Te reo Māori is the name of the language, interestingly enough. Te ao Māori means the Māori world. So te reo Māori is the language of the Māori. We've attached ourselves to a stick here. Hey, you bugger off. Get out of it. You go away. Mate, if you don't want to play with my dog, then don't come near my dog. Leave it. Leave it. Who's this? Sorry about the yelling. This is just pretty much in my nature. Kuri, haere ba. Yeah, good boy. Te te ro. Yeah, so I'm doing my best not to feel bad when I use te reo Māori. I generally use it a lot when I'm talking to Quigley, my dog, but I'm not hesitating to speak that language to any other dog too, because I sort of believe it doesn't matter what language you speak to a dog. They understand on some other plane level, eh? Kuri! Yeah! Leave it! Leave it! Leave it! Yeah! Haere mai. Got to make sure to stop him from trying to roll in things, unless I'm right there and I can see that, there's no harm in it. Like, I'll let him roll around on fresh, clean looking beach grass. But when we're on the beach, got to be super careful, because he might be rolling on a dead fish or a rodent or poop, bird poop, etc, etc. The beach is full of hazards, and I also feel like it's pretty important to make sure he doesn't try to eat anything. So I'm always on the lookout to prevent him from picking up anything with his mouth. But anyway, I'm just talking about my experience with my dog and caring about him. Because one thing I'm always aware of with these dog walk recordings is that I don't want to come online acting like, trying to pretend like I'm an expert about dogs or anything, I don't even know if I'm a very good dog owner. But I'm definitely not coming online saying, watch next episode for my next greatest tips, the top 10 tips for taking care of your dog. That kind of hype YouTube channel is not my style. Hey, it's definitely not me. So we're an experience YouTube channel, and that's it. Share the experience with us, and that's all I care about. I'm in a bit of a mood today, I think. In other recordings you'll find that I'm a bit more peppy and excited and having a good time. Today's more of a, here we are at that crazy dog beach again episode. Seriously, here we are. We do come here, I have to say we come here. But not very often, it's not like the weekly visit to the crazy dog beach kind of thing. It's just maybe 2 or 3 times a year thing for me. And most of the time I wouldn't really be excited about recording, but we have done a few episodes. A few D&D dog walk recordings have been recorded here on this beach. I think on one of the episodes I was trying to walk the entire length of the beach within an hour, and I do believe we achieved that, if I remember correctly. I'm a bit vague on it now. So this is the wharf that has been threatened to be demolished. I maybe shouldn't be talking about this because it's sort of the thing that will probably end up on the 6 o'clock news, but just it's right in front of us and I can talk about it because it's there. I think that's okay. Just like talking about the weather it's like boring small talk kind of thing. It doesn't really count. Look at that dog, it's pooping over there, right in the water. What a clever dog. No one's going to pick that up. He just donated that to the universe. He or she. Hello! Very excited doggy. Hello! Whose dog is it? Oh yeah, cool. That's why he's harassing us, because she's on the phone. Busy on the phone. Her dog's pooping in the ocean, and at least it was a happy dog. Didn't seem to be harassing us like a nuisance. But I know how to handle those dogs anyway. That's one of the big differences between me, Mr. Free, and Miss Wild, Quigley's other owner, is that walking about on the beach with all these dogs around is actually quite a stressful thing. And look, I found another person rolling a camera. Are you doing wedding photos or something? You don't want to interact, that's fine.
No, maternity.
Okay. Oh, look at that. I love the colours on your dress. Alright, this is where we duck under the pier, the bridge, the wharf, whatever the thing is. I was going to tell you about it. Now that we're on the other side of it. Local government recently announced that they intend to save part of it. Look how decrepit. Save what? Hey, take it all down, I say. What are you going to save about this? Maybe the bit out there that's still okay. All of this in between. But then what? How do you get out there? I don't know. But as far as I can tell, you can't save any of this. This wharf is over 100 years old and it's had its time in the sun. So I don't know. Is the government just talking rubbish in order to appease the people and their dream of keeping this? Why would anyone want to keep this? I don't understand it. But I sort of stand with the local community and supporting their right to stand proudly and say, no, please don't demolish our beautiful wharf. But I think it's infeasible. And it's really strange that at the last minute, the local government decided to appease the public sympathy by saying, all right, we'll spend this much money on saving some of it, but it's partial demolition is what they've called it. So, as far as I can tell, I think it's pretty much essential to replace that whole thing and maybe keep the historical man-made islandy type dock thing at the end of it. Save that bit and replace all of this. Maybe that is what the plan is. I'm just theorising. I can't see any other safe way of doing it. "28 minutes of recording time. It's been 28 minutes of recording time." That's long enough, eh, Quigley? I mean, walking away from home, I like to get to the 30-minute mark. If you watch enough of these, you find out it's the truth, pretty much. Get to the 30-minute mark, and I either say, alright, it's going to be a short episode for today because I don't feel like recording anymore, and 30 minutes is my minimum, or we turn around and we go back to where we started, because that's pretty much how dog walks go, especially when you're always driving around in vehicles and got to go back to the car where you left it parked and all of that. But we've adventured all around many different places in the country, and definitely all around here, because this is like home base for us. Been up in all the walkways up in these hills, and over there, up in the hills over there, and over there, up in the hills over there, and over there, up in that, like, even on top of that hill right there. We've been all around, found all the trails. It's good. I feel really good about 200 subscribers happening yesterday, and yeah, we've done over 200 dog walk recordings. It just gets better and better. The more we record, the better it gets. Hey. Alright, Quigley, 1 minute to go, and then we're turning around. We made it to the, what is that? That's the, I've forgotten what that is too. That's like a military cadets type facility where kids come and dress up in uniform and march and parade and maybe attend to some events throughout the year, kind of thing. Next to this is like a restaurant on top of this ugly old building thing. It's good. Alright, I might take a break here from the recording. I always admit it when I do it. I call it time travelling. I push the button here and then we come right back like nothing happened. But there's a little break. I pause in the recording and have a little private moment to ourselves and just relax. And instead of boring you with that rest time. More often than not, I like to park myself on a park bench during the rest break, but we didn't have one today. No park benches on the beach. And I like doing it at the 30-minute mark. It's like I like to call it a 30-minute ad break in my head at least. The 30-minute ad break. Someone rode a bike along the beach. There's a trail. I didn't really notice it on the way, but now that we're on the way back, I'm definitely noticing it. Oh, the wind has picked up. We've definitely lost the sun. I'm glad we got as much of that as we possibly could. So Quigley and I have we actually walked further before. We went almost all the way to the museum this morning when we did our morning walk. There was definitely a whole heap more dogs out on the beach at that time. And I had a friend come to visit, and she brought her son, and we went all walking together. And the young boy, he had a ice cream treat, not an ice cream, like a fruit ice block on a stick, and he had one taste of it and threw it on the ground and didn't want it. Poor guy. Anyway, I ended up feeding it to Quigley. Okay. I want you to stare at my shoes and my colourful socks while we go underneath the wharf. Sorry about that, folks. It's just the way it is. Okay. Yeah, I think I've been wearing these same shoes since the beginning of the channel, so they're definitely well worn now, and I don't think they'll be lasting much longer. I mean, I make shoes last as long as I can, and I take pretty good care of them too. But you know, there comes a day when you're like, oh no, that's a total buzzkill, that's a deal killer, that's a I need new shoes moment. And I'm pretty sure that I'm on the verge of that again. Yeah. Generally happens once a year. I think they make shoes last about a year. Oh. Hello. Hi. Oh, I know, I can tell, yeah. He came to say hello. But he said, don't touch me.
This way. This way.
He was 3 when he was retired, so he went 3 years of being bothered by judges.
Oh, okay. He's retired now. I hope my microphone was good enough to pick up what she was saying, but a dog there. It was a show dog for 3 years and then got rehomed. Yes, I'm remembering where I was at before we got interrupted by a little dog party just now. I was talking about shoes, yep, and I'm thinking about all sorts of other stuff, like these gloves are brand new. Yeehaw, exactly the same style and design as the previous gloves. Quigley got himself a new red collar recently, so for 200 and something episodes he's not wearing a red collar, and then suddenly he is, and I think I'm going to stick with the red. Especially since that collar, it's just a fashion item. It's not really very useful. The reason, we've had it for a long time and it just got stashed in the car and forgotten about because it's too big. So you couldn't possibly use it for tethering to him. You just slip out of it. But he can wear it. It's a very fashionable item. And so once I realised, we've got this beautiful red collar, it's become his harness walk collar for the YouTube channel, because he's always on the harness pretty much. There's been very rarely episodes have come up where for some reason I haven't remembered to bring the harness. So it goes on the collar. There's one particular recording I remember where he rolled in poop, and so I took the harness off him because it was covered in poop, and I tried to wash him in a cow trough. What a fun walk that one was. And then finished that recording with a bit more recording at the pet shop that we went to give him a proper wash. So yeah, on the wish list, a new harness for Quigley, because he's been about as big as he's been since he was 1 year old, and hasn't, so we got that harness for him, and he's been wearing it ever since, and it's not wearing out really. It gets a bit damaged, but it's still perfectly useful and perfect size for him. But I think it'd be pretty cool to get him a new harness. I was kind of liking the idea of making the harness red too, but it's not essential. Shit, that almost hurt. See why I wear the gloves now. Quigley! My hat's blowing off too. Add complications to the matter. Oh, strong breeze. Oh, what an excellent walk this has been. Strong breeze though, I'm not happy about that. It always makes me think about how when I first started this YouTube channel, I thought I was going to be energetic and awesome enough to do a dog walk every day and record it daily. I wanted to make it like a daily vlog. But the reason I think about it in association with weather is because it took me a while, but I realised that rain, hail or snow isn't really an option. So there's just sometimes, especially the wind is the worst thing. I don't mind a bit of rain, but we live in the windiest city, in one of the windiest cities in the world. Highest ranks. And it's not always about the strength of winds, it's just about the amount of days of wind. Right, so it's really windy a lot of the time. And I feel uncomfortable about making recordings in the wind. Just because the audio is just terrible. And, sometimes I talk myself out of it and I think, you know what, you guys don't have to listen. You could just watch us back on mute. And that sort of makes me feel a bit more okay about it. But I do want to make the recordings to be okay for when people are listening. So the slogan, I guess, if it's a slogan, is almost everyday dog walks, because I'm trying to get out and do recorded dog walks every day that we can. Hey Quigs. Now I know that I'm walking my dog every day, rain, hail or snow. So that's pretty much it. Because I feel like, because we live in a bus, and you can see it over there in the distance, we live in that bus, and I think I feel self-conscious about other people thinking that maybe it's some kind of cruel or wrong for me to have dogs living in a bus. Like some people might be able to comment and say, "Oh, but what kind of life is that for a dog to not have a backyard of their own, to not live in a house and not have a backyard or a farm to run around on, etc." And so, in a way, for me, making these recordings is about showing anyone who might say stuff like that just how lucky my dog is, because he's not stuck in the same yard all the time. He gets to go. He's an adventure dog. He goes. The world is his backyard. That's my motto. Hey, but regardless of recording it for YouTube or not, this is the life that me and Quigley are living. And so we really just invite you along. There's nothing performative about it. This is why I chose to vlog the dog walks. It's because of how easy it is to just record something that I'm doing every day. Caught my hat. Strong gust of wind there. Sometimes I find myself angling my head into the wind to prevent it from blowing off. But there's times where there's just absolutely no way to anticipate when the wind is suddenly just going to go, "Mine! Give me your hat!" Not even give me your hat, but you can't have your hat. I want to throw it in the ocean. Yeah, so the cool thing about being parked where we are with that house bus over there is that the bus was made here, like literally just down the road. It was built here in this city in 1970, long time ago. And so I feel like I brought back this character vehicle from this city's past and drive it around and put it on display like it's a museum piece that belongs to this city. It's pretty cool. There's some very conversational dogs. Oh look, it's a dog stick library. I've walked past and looked at this a few times, and I didn't really properly consciously acknowledge it until this time. Hey, that's pretty cool. Never mind, it's almost unnecessary considering we're on a beach that regularly has sticks everywhere. But, I mean, that's life. Hey. Hello. I'm curious, what's in your sandwich?
Oh, it's a chicken sandwich from Puku over by Tony.
Oh, okay. Looks like homemade bread.
Yeah, it does, eh? It's good. It's just like chicken and mayo and stuff. Yeah.
A simple sandwich, yeah. Not overloaded either. Where's your manners, mate? He's just very excited. He or she, my bad. I keep. Oh look, there's a pooping one. We'll just leave it there. Yeah, fine. Maybe I should go over there and bury it. Might be a good idea to check my shoes in case I have trod on any. Considering how crazy this is of a place for dog walkers, it's like the dogs own this beach. Alright, now lean against this so I can check my shoes. Yep, just beach sand, that's good. And the other shoes, good. No poopy shoes. Oh, good. I'm really conscious about the fact that I haven't recorded a monthly mystery episode to broadcast for the 1st of June. Hello! How's your kitty? No, just a brief hello. Hi.
Oh, you're pretty. You're like a giant foxy.
Yeah?
Hey.
We don't know what he is.
Beautiful. It's the main thing, eh, bud?
Aye. You're beautiful. My beautiful doggy. Mr. Wuggles. Alright, well. Must be time to retire the recording device and get on into the warmth of my little white house over there. And oh yeah, it'll be dinner time soon. Oh yeah. The funny thing about our bus is that the food smell vents out when you run the extractor fan above the stove, and so there's been moments where people are hanging outside and they go, "Oh, your dinner smells nice, bro." That's good, eh? Oh, there's poops everywhere, poop mines. Couple, eh? Quigley. Hi there, my kitty. Yes, so on other episodes you'll find that I like to do park bench ratings, but for all the Pito and beach episodes and other local places that I consider our home base locations, I don't bother because I feel like it's not my place. I'm not a tourist here. It's not my place to rate the park benches right where I live, so I don't. Generally the park bench ratings are reserved for when we go to locations far away from home, or places we've never been to before. It's all part of the excitement of visiting some place new. Quigley! Hey! Hi to my kitty! Hi to my... Can't buy. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone now. I've recorded for long enough today, eh, bud? You have a good time at the beach? You did? You did? He's looking at me with that look of like, you better have a treat, because he wants a treat, see? He's like, oh, if you don't have a treat, I'm not talking to you. Hey, he's a bit like that. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone, and hey, we've had enough for today, but if you haven't had enough, there's certainly hundreds more hours of dog walks on our YouTube channel, so you can just watch another one if you want. And say thanks for watching this one. If you watched all the way to the end, that's pretty cool. And just going to say, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.